So today we're going to talk about some of the different bearded dragon morphs we have at our store, and some of the different types that we have. So the main morphs that you'll see at our store that we actually have a difference in pricing as far as that is concerned is the normal bearded dragon versus the leatherback. Now this female, she's a really good example of a normal bearded dragon. I'll kind of get her out and show you. So this is one of our normal female bearded dragons, and she's a little bit nervous of the camera right now, so she's kind of giving me the little side eye. So yeah, you can see she's got prominent spikes and scales and all of that, and that is just an example. Their skin is really bumpy, really rough, lots of spiking and everything. So she's a good example of just a normal bearded dragon. And she's getting a little puffy because she's kind of slowed down for the winter, so I'll put her back. So here we have an example of our leatherback. Now as you can see, the spikes are really reduced. You can see especially on the side that they're not nearly as long and pointy as a normal bearded dragon's spikes are. Their scales are a lot smoother on the top. You can see that. I'll pet her here. Yeah, they're very, very smooth. So it kind of feels like leather, so that's why they're called a leatherback. So these guys are a little bit more expensive than our normal bearded dragons that are rougher and have more spikes. So I can give you a close-up of her too. So here she is. This is our little leatherback. She's kind of quivering. She's a little scared, but that's okay. We'll take good care of her. But yeah, you can see the reduced spiking. It's really, it's not nearly as pokey as the other one. And really reduced here. So yeah, she's a really good example of a normal leatherback bearded dragon. And then there are some that are even smoother than she is, and we call those micro leatherbacks. And I'll cover that coming up next. Now there's some leatherbacks that have really, really tiny scales, and those are called the micro leatherbacks. They have really, really reduced spikes. You can see here that she doesn't even have spikes right here. She's just got a little ridge, and she's got a few along this side, but they're really, really tiny. And this is a really good example of a micro leatherback. Now, we sell leatherbacks as either both micros and regular leatherbacks. We sell them all the same. But yeah, you can see her back is completely smooth. There are no bumps at all. With the regular leatherbacks, you'll sometimes get a few bumps every now and then. But that's about it. And she sees another bearded dragon, so she's just kind of waving at him. But yeah, she's a really good example. So the micro leatherbacks, they have hardly any spiking on their cheeks. You can see she's only got a few here, and they're really tiny. Same on that side. She's still trying to talk to another bearded dragon. I think she sees that one, and she's decided that she needs to wave. She is the friendliest little beardie we have, so she's friendly with people and she's friendly with other beardies. So yeah, she's really pretty. She's one of our breeders here, so hopefully she'll make some nice micro leatherback babies for us. So as far as colors go, we just introduced a couple of really bright red females to our breeder stock. And hopefully these guys will make some nice babies for us this upcoming year. We got a really nice red one right here. She is actually a leatherback. I'd say she looks like a micro leatherback almost, but she does have some bumps. So she's borderline microback, regular leatherback. So, but yeah, she's really cool. Hopefully we'll have more bright red babies in our store stock next year if we get some nice babies from them. So here's one, and she's got a really nice red beard too. Really nice red beardy. So this is our other red female. She looks like she's a little bit of a leatherback. She's not nearly as doesn't have nearly as smooth skin as the other one. But she looks really cool, and we hope that she produces some really good babies this year. So yeah, she's a really good example of a red female. We don't have any red males, but we do have a few red females. So here I'm going to show you a pretty cool example of a way different kind of morph that we usually don't get here too often. This is a translucent baby that we had hatched. And I will bring this one out so you can see it better. So it's kind of hard to see, but this is actually a micro leatherback, translucent bearded dragon. Now, she's leatherback like the others that you saw in the previous clips, but the special thing about her is her skin is so translucent you can see her, you can see through it. So they look much darker as babies. When they get older, they will brighten up. But when they're babies, they look practically purple in the middle. And you can see their guts basically through their skin. You see how dark that is? That's basically their guts. And you can see, and their heads look dark because that's their brain. And yeah, it's pretty cool. These guys are pretty cool. They got like dark eyes. You can see they almost look black that they're so dark. So yeah, these guys are really cool, really different. But once again, they do look a lot different as adults. We currently don't have an adult to show you, but yeah, this one just kind of came from a random clutch. But yeah, it's pretty cool. So here I'm going to show you two babies, one of which is a normal, which would be this one. It's got lots of bumps on it, it's got spikes all over. And then, woo, you're okay, little guy. So this baby has lots of spikes. You'll see lots of these running around on the sales floor as far as in our display cages for those ones for sale. And then these are the ones that are marked a little bit more expensive. These are the leatherbacks. This is what they look like as babies. They look like little paintings. I would say this one's a micro leatherback because of how small its scales are and how reduced. It has like no scales right here along the bottom half. But this little guy's in shed right now, but that's okay. So this one isn't for sale yet, this exact one, but this one's really pretty actually. Very beautiful, some nice patterns on that one, some nice black barring. So yeah, this just gives you kind of an idea of what you're looking at when you see leatherback and normal prices on our beardies. And it kind of lets you know like what to look for as far as what each one is.